So yes, the after train, very, very good for post-workout. So yes, going on from there about the about dieting, that is pretty much what I do. And like I said, if you're going on this diet, it's all about also doing it in these stages that I've spoke about, because you know what people do is from day one they overdo it, they do too much, and they can't keep it going. For instance, like you've got a normal, like I said, a woman just comes in, she wants a diet, and what does she do? She wakes up on the Monday, it's always a Monday morning, smashes, does loads of cardio, decides to join a gym, takes fat burners, basically eats no carbs, does everything she possibly can to lose weight. She can't keep that up, obviously. She's gone from one extreme to the other. It's just madness. So of course, after a week, she's like, I can't carry on with this. Start eating, end up bigger than she was before she started dieting. Same old thing. Seen it too many times. Listen, we have to take our time with this. We need to take our time. You know, there's no rush. Just, you know, do it in stages. Just clean up the food. Let the body adjust. Okay, take your time. You can also strategically put cheat meals in. One thing I did with this particular diet was, say as an example, I was 120 kilos. I wanted to get to 100. When I got to 115, I had a meal, had an evening of eating, and then I went to 110, had an evening of eating, went to 1.5, had an evening, and doing that, it was easy. You know, I just set myself targets, and once I wouldn't eat unless I hit that target, and it was like a reward. So you can also do that. Cheat meals are not really for me, though, I have to be honest with you. Whenever I'm prepping for a show, I don't normally have cheat meals, because the problem is with the cheat meals is once I have one, I think it makes it harder, because in actual fact, I get more cravings. You know, I actually wake up the next morning, I'm worse. I'm actually better off just getting it out of my system and not eating that, and accepting that this is what's available to me and this is what I can eat. But there are times when, you know, you come in early and you know, you've got like a couple of months till the show, say for instance, and you know, like I said, you can't keep dropping. So you know, sometimes you have to put that cheat in, or there's times when your body's just not really losing weight anymore. So you might need to put the cheat in to kickstart the metabolism, get that fired up again and get going. So there's times when cheat meals can be beneficial, but the problem is these days is people are having way too many cheat meals now. They're talking about cheat meals before they've even started the diet, and I just like, you know, what the, it's very strange. So yeah, cheat meals, they've got their place, but you can't be having too many of them. You're just going to make life difficult for yourself towards the end, and also during the diet, because you're going to constantly be craving, because it's getting them cravings out of your system that is what you need to do. So like I said before, you are running on clean foods only. But yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as the dieting's concerned. That's the way I do it. From my experience, this is what I've seen and the mistakes I've seen other people make. You know, get your head in the right place before you start. You've got to stop making excuses. You can keep saying you've got like a slow metabolism. You can keep saying that you can't eat these foods, you can't eat it then because of work. Listen, you can always find a way. If you really want to do this, you will find a way, and you've got to stop making excuses. And you just got to get on with it, you know. And I know some people that go on a diet, and after a couple of days they're complaining and moaning, and you know, it's yeah, I'm not saying it's easy, and the biggest most common thing I hear is, oh, it's all right for you, it's easy for you, you don't really like food. It's not easy for me. It's no easier for me than it is for anyone else. I mean, it's just that you know, I just do it, I just get on with it, you know. The more you moan about it, the more you start talking about food, the worse it's going to be. Just clean it up, accept that them foods are no longer available, this is what we have available to us, and this is what we've got to eat. Bang, do it, and get the job done. And like I said, if you do it in the stages that I talked about, I think that's a good way of doing it. Certainly works for me. So good luck with that. I am going to talk a little bit more about this stage ripped in depth, about ingredients and that soon, because seriously, if you are on a diet, this is, well, you know, all I can say is it's worked for me. It's not too strong, it gets the job done, it's there just to help aid the diet. You can always out-eat a fat burner. Doesn't matter how good the fat burner is, if you're eating crap, you'll always out-eat it. But if you're eating clean and you take these, I guarantee you will get in shape. Yeah, that's all I can say. So give them a go. Only one a day though. On the pot it does say two, because you've got to assess tolerance, but one is plenty. Just one every morning. Eat clean, take your time, and it will come off and you'll be ready for the summer. And I'll be speaking about these, like I said, soon in more detail about the ingredients. And until then, I'll see you soon.